everyone, this is Horizon Shield bringing you a boss breakdown for the Soul Master. This video will break down what we have to fight him with, his moveset and how to dodge each attack, when we can heal during the fight, and how to bring it together to beat him. Let's make it easy. So what are we bringing to the fight? Nothing too crazy for this fight. We still have our base stats of health and soul along with 5 charm notches from the last boss fight. What we did change, however, is that we have our first nail upgrade. As for our charms, unfortunately it's the same boring setup as before. I'm still rocking my 2 charm setup of Soul Catcher and Shaman Stone from the last video. Your personal choice of charms may be different than mine. Over time you'll figure out what you're most comfortable with, but this is just what I prefer running with our limited charm notches. So on to the fight. What can the Soul Master actually do? The Soul Master is an annoying boss that would teleport all over the arena at random after his attacks. Usually this wouldn't be a problem, but his arena is quite large, so chasing after him is going to be most of the fight. His attacks aren't a problem, but you need to start learning how to dodge forward projectiles, as he isn't the only boss that uses them. He has 4 different attacks that make good use of his teleporting. His teleporting is cranked up to 11 in his second phase, but it's manageable with a few tips. The first attack is his dash. He will teleport to one edge of the arena on the ground floor. After a grunt, he will make his way to the other side of the arena. To dodge, just jump over him. During this attack, you can get a downward slash off as he passes underneath you, and then possibly another slash to his back as he continues on. Or swap the slash for a speared attack that has a chance of getting in a double hit, making it the best possible attack to use. The second attack is his orb toss. He will teleport to a random spot in the arena and spawn a soul orb next to him and then send it towards the knight. To dodge this attack, you need to force the orb into the ground. Otherwise, the attack will persist long enough to track you and make this portion far harder than it should be. He is vulnerable to attack after every teleport, and then again as he pauses after his final attack. Don't feel bad if you don't feel like you're doing enough damage during this attack, as it is by far the most annoying. The third attack is his slam. He will teleport over the knight and then quickly descend, causing a shockwave that travels the arena. When he teleports above you, dash immediately. The faster you do it, the more time you have to react. Then simply jump over the shockwave. If you're feeling spicy, you can attack him during this move, but timing this can be a little awkward to get used to, and you will most likely whiff most of your attacks. After you dodge, jump and turn towards the Soul Master. As he descends, swing your nail for the hit. The final move is his clock attack. Appearing at one side of the arena, he will spawn 4 orbs surrounding him that rotate. He moves across the arena similar to the dash, but only elevated slightly. As he approaches, jump over the orb that is closest. To do damage, just attack as you pass under him. You can get multiple hits in as he passes, but it's up to you whether you want to use this time to heal or do some more damage. The orbs move in a set pattern every time. This means your attack should be consistent every time he does this attack. I prefer a safe single tap to the booty and a return to center to prepare for the next attack. Phase 2 is slightly different. After a change in scenery, you will do constant slam attacks, but they won't cause a shockwave. Instead, a small AoE at the bottom of the attack will be formed. Dodge and attack just like in phase 1, just a little faster. If you can't do damage, don't worry. This isn't the part where we really are meant to be doing the damage. He then teleports to a random location in the arena. He will proceed to do his orb attack, but instead of him teleporting to random locations, the orbs appear randomly throughout the arena. Try to get as close as possible to him, and don't stop the attacks. Try to make the orbs crash into the ground by dashing underneath them, just like before. If you can't dash underneath them because of where they spawn, jump over them and make a circle. This will crash them as they attempt to follow the knight. These 2 attacks continue cycling until the fight is over. Take your time, and it shouldn't be too bad. If the worst happens and we get hit, when can we heal? The easiest time to heal during this fight is during the clock attack. As stated before, the orbs move in a set pattern. If you need to heal, pick a spot and heal without fear of retaliation. You can also heal during the phase transition, like most other fights, but be warned that if you fight him again in the God Home, you won't have the luxury of the break like the first time you fight him. It is not possible to get a heal off during the other attacks, as they are quite erratic and aren't consistent heals. So how do we bring it together to finish the fight? To kick off the fight, you can get in a Nail Swing and a Vengeful Spirit Blast before he teleports away the first time. This fight may feel slow because of the lack of opportunity to deal damage with Spirit like the last two fights. However, there are several opportunities to do so. The first is any time the Soulmaster stays on the ground and lets you get a hit in. You can do a similar strategy as the Mantis Lord's fight and do a single nail hit as well as a Vengeful Spirit attack when you have the soul. Another opportunity is after he teleports and you're at the edge of the arena. If you jump to the maximum jump height and let a soul attack go, there's a good chance that it will hit him, as either his head or his feet will be hit by the attack. Make sure you get hits in when you can. Dash after him when he teleports, and anytime he dashes, make sure to get a spirit attack in, the double hit with the spell. Deal with the clock attack any way you feel comfortable with, or get in a heal. Phase 2 is dodging properly. If you can stop getting hit with a slam, you win the fight. Take your time with dodging the orbs and get damage when you can. Reduce the damage you take during this part. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. When the Soulmaster stops moving, it's a perfect time for spirit attacks. If you hit him a few times when he dives, and you can get 3 spirit attacks off when he stops moving, the fight should end right there. He's relatively weak in this phase, and spirit attacks deal significantly more damage than nail attacks. After the fight, make sure to pick up that new spell, the chest full of Geo as you walk out of the arena to the upper left, a Hallownest seal, a grub trapped wondering how he got there, and a new pair of boots to stomp whatever the annoying flying things are into the ground. If this was helpful, feel free to like and subscribe to see me break down the rest of the bosses in Hollow Knight. Until then, happy hunting.